Hey guys, it's that time again. What you're looking at here is my Jagdpanther. This has the brass dual ratio gearboxes in it. Okay, you can see the drive axle here. You can see the set screw in there that holds the axle in place or the gear in place on the axle. Okay, now this mod is going to apply to those of you that are fortunate enough to have a set of these boxes. I wish I had 10 more. And it'll also apply when they come out with the new steel gearboxes, because they're going to be basically the same, except they'll have steel gears instead of brass. So Eric turned me on to a really cool idea, and I just had to try it. Now that axle shaft that's in there is just like this axle shaft, okay, except that this is a 48 millimeter shaft and not a 58 millimeter shaft. And you can see how they've got that little flat milled in there. Now that little flat sits underneath that set screw, and if you want to change the ratio of your gearbox, you simply take that you take the gear off the axle and turn it around 180 degrees and set the set screw right back in the same place, and then instead of the axle shaft running on this gear, it'll run on this gear, and that's how you get your dual ratio. Okay, so Eric's idea was, instead of having to take the C-clip off and take the axle out and take the tracks off and the drive sprocket off and all that stuff, if you just had a flat milled across there, you could just slide the gear back and forth and then lock it down. So what I did was I took another shaft and I took it to work, and you can see where I've milled the flat to a longer length. Okay, if I hold this one up there, you can see the difference. There's the flat on the stock, and I have taken it out quite a bit further. Okay, now this was a down and dirty eyeball job. Okay, I didn't do a proper setup on it, so it's not like to within plus or minus 2 or anything. But if I ever do them again, I will. I've got a good Bridgeport, and it does good work. And so that's how I come up with these flats. And so now the whole point is, all you got to do when you got the flats extended like that is you loosen the set screw, you rotate the gear over to the other set screw, you loosen that, you slide the gear over on the flat, lock down the set screw, turn it back over to the other side to lock that set screw down, and now you've just changed your dual ratio gearbox from high ratio to low ratio in about 30 seconds. And I don't know why I didn't think of this. I don't know why Eric had to tell me about it, but that's the way it worked out. So if you got brass gearboxes right now, and when the new ones come out, if you don't have access to a machine shop or have a buddy that works in a machine shop or something like that, I'll work something out with you guys to hook up shafts like this. You'll have to pay postage back and forth and maybe a small fee, you know, like $10 or something. But if you've got the dual ratio gearboxes, or if you buy the new steel dual ratio gearboxes and you want to be able to change from high ratio to low ratio and back in a matter of seconds, that's the way to do it, man. Okay, hope I didn't bore you too much. See you next time.